Hey, what's up? This is Ian, and we are no longer in Japan. We are in New Hampshire. This is like where I grew up, and I'm kind of trespassing right now. I found this cool old car. But yeah, I left Japan about a week and a half ago, and here I am in New Hampshire. It's a totally different lifestyle. This is pretty close to where I grew up. I grew up kind of over there, about a half a mile. It's very nature-like. Hopefully these guys won't shoot me. It's like the middle of hunting season right now, so yeah, I don't know. It's totally different being back here. I'll tell you what. It's very grounding. It's very natural. Like Fukuoka was just like, it's a big city, and yeah, I don't know, why'd I leave? I just got sick of it, to be honest with you. Like, I think Corona came, a string of bad things kind of happened. Let's see what happened. Back in December, I hurt my knee, and then that took me out of judo. And then, let's see what happened. Coronavirus happened. It's like March, and then so I wasn't doing any judo, and coronavirus happened, and then what? No language classes. There's no language classes. Some fungus. Check out the fungus. I love fungus. I skateboard. This old skateboard. Could be a poisonous one. I think I just might have saw for the first time a mushroom called Galerina. It's a very poisonous mushroom. Yeah, lots of fungus. I've been finding some fungus. I tried a fungus called a honey mushroom the other day, a wild one growing near my house, my parents' house. So why'd I leave? Yeah, so the classes stopped. Like there was no Japanese classes. Those stopped like in March, mid-March. And coronavirus, everything just got a little bit colder. Like I think Japan is kind of like, I don't know, man. It's like a nice place. People are very reserved, And then coronavirus came, and people I think the whole world got more reserved and colder and inhibited and less social. Yeah, and if you're a foreigner abroad, living abroad, you're like socially distanced to begin with. And then, if you're like an introvert, that's like a double social distance. What else? No judo. Judo classes got canceled. So there's a whole bunch of cancellations and stuff. My website wasn't doing good. I think lots of businesses are having a tough time, and yeah, mine too. And kind of, I don't know if you guys can hear me. The wind, super windy. But I was kind of toying around with teaching again there, but I just didn't have it in me. I didn't have the desire to stay in Japan anymore. I'd been there for about 3 months short of 2 years. So how many months is that? 16, 20, 21 months or something like that. And yeah, I just got sick of it. And just kind of sick of the urban living, man. Like I've done in Asia, I lived 8 years in Asia, and they're all in urban places. Like the smallest city I lived in was maybe 8,000. It was Changwon. Changwon, Korea was maybe, I don't know, 8,000. Why do I keep saying 8? More mushrooms. Yeah, that. Been doing some research on mushrooms lately. I think that could be a poisonous one. Wow, look at them all. Just a second here. I got a runny nose. Looking for maybe a tissue. Hoping I don't get shot by some farmer pissed off that I'm on his property. Oh, geez, I don't know. So, yeah, just living in the city, I just got sick of it. I've always lived in cities in Asia, but I grew up in a place like this. This is how I grew up. Can you believe that? You probably never would have imagined, but, yep, about a half a mile that way. I can cut through the woods, actually. I have before. Some cows. Check out the cows. Yeah, just big city living. I don't know. It's got its pluses and its minuses. I think I don't know. Personally, I need access to nature. Fukuoka, where I was, I mean, there's some parks and like the ocean was near, but it's still a big city. And yeah, very, very urban. Kind of tempted to go in the cow pasture, but then I don't know. Might not like that. Farmer over there might not like it. So yeah, I don't know. Biggest city I lived in was Shanghai for 6 months. That's like, geez, how big is that? That's like 20 million or something absurd like that. It's massive. And the next biggest city, Busan, which is like 3.5 million. More manageable though, because there's like mountains and stuff there, and you could kind of get out fairly easy. It never really got to me. What else? Where else? Yeah, Taiwan, Taichung was like 1 million, and Tainan, which is Taichung's, I don't know, it's maybe a little bigger now. Tainan, which is a little bit smaller than Taichung. Where else? Fukuoka. And not everywhere. I think I forgot somewhere. China, Korea, Taiwan, Japan. Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, that's why I left. And here I am now. And I live with my parents. It's a little weird, but it's like, well, just give them. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, the person might actually watch this video, to be honest with you. Gotta be careful what I say. I don't know, like, they're helpful. It's cool being back here and stuff, so, just suddenly got no privacy. Oh, it's a little weird doing this, like, so I got to do this, like, quarantine thing. It's definitely started off, so I get off the bus, and, oh, yeah, that's a whole nother story itself, that traveling to, here's the thing. If you want to travel to Asia right now, I'll tell you what, your risk of catching coronavirus is way lower than it is in the States. I took, I like cows. Cows are cool. I took, hey buddy. So I took a whole bunch of flights. I took a flight from Fukuoka to Taipei, and there was 20 people on the flight. I counted 20 people. Ooh, mushrooms. Those are cool. I think those are like called ink caps. There's a lot of them. And 20 people on the flight. And then I flew from Taipei to Chicago. And there were 25 people on the flight. I actually took a few recording shots. It just, my computer doesn't work very good. So like importing videos and editing videos now is just like, they just don't come out that good. And it's kind of a hassle, or maybe I'm a little lazy. But, oh shit. This guy's gonna be pissed off. I'm fucking on his property. I should run before he catches me. I think. Um, so then Chicago, but man, Chicago to Boston was like totally packed, really weird. Like everyone was on the plane. I took Eva Air. I had good experience with Eva Air. I've flown with them before. It's like a Taiwanese airline, and I had a good experience with them. And then from Chicago, I flew American Airlines, and that was just like, I don't know. I tell you what, every time I fly Asian Airlines, is way better. American Airlines, it was just packed. I seem more concerned about them getting COVID, and so there's like no flight service or whatever. That's fine, but they didn't seem so concerned about us getting COVID because it's like you're sitting side by side. There's no every other seat or something like that rule, which I thought it was a rule. I'm gonna wipe out if I go down that. So that was totally packed, and then I took a bus from Boston to New Hampshire, up north here, or sort of central New Hampshire, Dartmouth area. And then I met my parents, picked me up there, and then I drove north. So, yeah. On the bus, there was 2 people. So I'll tell you what, most places, I don't know, you gotta travel to Asia right now. Like, I got a permit. I could go back to Japan. I'm not like totally against it. I'm kind of thinking about it. I won't go back to Fukuoka though. I'll go someplace smaller, in Kyushu or maybe Okinawa. Oh, that's super hot, probably. Yeah, so I don't know. Right now, if you have a fear if you take a direct flight from wherever you are to Asia, I bet there's going to be hardly anybody on the flight. Well, I don't know. Maybe things will change. Soon enough, things will change. But my experience was Asian airline. I couldn't even believe it. Like, man, I was like thinking, they can't be making much money off of this. Like, 2 flights, 20 people on one flight, Taipei to Fukuoka, 25 people from Chicago Taipei to Chicago. Like, that's nothing. Like, how could they be making money off of that? So, yeah, I don't know. I guess a lot of people are hurting in the world. A lot of businesses are hurting in the world right now. So, is this thing still? Just checking, see if it's working. So, yep. That's about it. I don't know. I got like, if you want to see some of those, I took a few shots of the footage on the Eva Airlines and American Airlines. I could put them together in a video. It's not that exciting though. It's just like an airline, and I'm on an airplane, and yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna go do some skateboarding here. I'm gonna go to the playground here and do a little workout, like body weight workout. 3 days a week I do a body weight workout. Do some usually simple stuff. Do some squats. Sometimes like some like I'll jump up on something or step up on something, or both. Like box jumps and what else? Box jumps. I'll do some planks. Sometimes some stomach exercises, and pull-ups is what I'm liking a little bit. Sometimes push-ups. And that's what I do. I do it 3 days a week. We do some yoga and stuff. Kind of on my other channel, I do a little bit more. I don't know. There's a million exercise channels out there. Oh, hold on. I'll let this car pass. Yeah, so this is a little town. I didn't quite grew up here, but This is more or less where I moved to when I was 14 years old, and then prior to that, we lived in like a little, another small place, kind of like this, a little different. And yeah, so all right, I'll see you guys next time. This is Ian. See ya.